Here she is, making her debut on Sid and Friends in the Morning, Elizabeth Forspan. Liz, good morning. How are you?
Hey, Sid, good morning. I'm a longtime listener, and it's an honor to be here.
It's an honor to have you, too. Thank you for that. So I see this letter. It was sent to me that I guess you guys wrote to Mayor Mamdani. It reads, "We write as a coalition of New York City's Jewish bar associations. We are attorneys and judges who serve this city with an unwavering commitment to justice, the rule of law, and the safety of all New Yorkers. Your recent announcement of appointees to the Mayor's Advisory Committee on the Judiciary has left us deeply disappointed. Not a single Jewish attorney, former judge, or legal professional was appointed to a committee your administration described as one that would be, quote, truly reflective of New York City." So once again, this lying, thieving, anti-Semite mayor who claims he cares about everybody, Jewish people, as much as anybody, has shut out the Jews. Isn't that right?
Well, it seems like it. I mean, we have this committee, the Mayor's Advisory Committee on the Judiciary, right? We know mayors appoint judges to criminal court, family court. I mean, the mayor of New York, it's a powerful position. And every mayor since Mayor Koch has had this committee that recommends and evaluates judges for the criminal courts and the family courts, which we have vacancies on. And, the mayors always listen to the chief judge. They listen to other judges. They take their recommendations. And here we have the committee. It's got 18 members plus the chair, not a single Jew.
Wow.
Not a single Jew.
18 members, 18, that's funny. Chai. And the chair, right, that's significance, and not a single Jew. And, of course, my beautiful wife, practices both criminal and matrimonial law. So I know about a lot of this stuff. And I know a lot of the judges, too. Wonderful people, a lot of Jewish people. But in this case, I think we're talking specifically about a judge that I know everybody loves. And he's not even MAGA like me. He's not. He's not a big Trump guy. And that's Judge Leventhal. What's the issue with him? All I hear is what a great guy he is.
Look, it is unprecedented for the mayor to reject the recommendation of the chief judge. The chief judge, Wilson, recommended Judge Leventhal and probably made other recommendations that we don't know about that were rejected. The point is not just about Judge Leventhal, who's got a stellar reputation, but what about the thousands of other New Yorkers? They couldn't find one Jew. I mean, it's a joke. I'm a lawyer. My two sisters are lawyers, one of which, Adrian, is your biggest fan. My brothers-in-law are lawyers. Every Jewish family in New York has tons of lawyers. They couldn't find one single Jewish former judge, law professor, lawyer to sit on a committee that's going to shape the future of the judiciary in New York City.
Hard to believe. And Liz, the anti-Semites will say, well, you know what? It's about time. We're sick and tired of people bending over for the Jews. We want people that deserve the job. You know, it's about merit. It's not about what your religion is or your gender or your race, your color, all that stuff. So I guess you would have to make the argument, and I know the answer already because, again, everybody tells me how great he is, that Leventhal should have gotten this based on his merit, right?
Look, there needs to be judges and law professors. They need to be people who share our background and lived experiences. What did they say? The judges, the mayor's own committee members say this is a committee that's going to be truly reflective of New York City. Well, I don't think it's truly reflective of New York City when you don't have a single Jewish jurist, law professor on this committee. That's not reflective of New York City. New York City has 10% of New York City is Jewish. We've got 1 million Jews in this city, and they couldn't scrounge up one person to be on the committee. It's beyond disappointing.
Look, nobody dislikes this mayor more than me. I think that's part of the reason why you and your kids love me, right, Liz? I mean, what I do to this guy, I should be put in prison, to be honest. 4 hours a day, every day, and even weekends if I have the chance on places like Fox News. I'm on record saying I hate the man. That's a strong word. But I literally hate Mayor Mamdani. Hate his guts. But can we prove beyond a shadow of a doubt, even though the numbers tell us the whole story, that Leventhal and other judges were not picked because they're Jewish?
I can't get in their head, but
Right.
I think we would be very naive, Sid, to think that
Agreed.
in a city with tens of thousands of Jewish lawyers, that not one of them is qualified to sit on this committee. Not a single one.
Has he come back with any response to that great letter you guys wrote?
Well, it took them quite some time. You know, there was a great law journal article a week ago talking about Judge Leventhal, and it took them a week to come up with some excuse why they didn't put him in particular. But what about all the other
Well, I got to stop you
judges?
because, again, I'm talking to so many brilliant people, including Arthur, who love this guy. What was their excuse? I'm curious.
I think they said that he was on Maxwell's defense team at some point, but
You're talking about
Judge
Ghislaine Maxwell, the Epstein case. Okay, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about Carla Moskowitz, Ruth Balkin, Leslie Stein, Bernice Siegel, a member of the Brandeis Association? What about all of those former judges, law professors? Where are they? Why aren't they on the committee?
That's a very good question. Have you followed up then with a question like that for the mayor and his committee?
Well, not just yet. This is all just blowing up. I don't know if you saw Melissa Russo reported on it. She was great. She tweeted out, "It's the only place in New York you're not going to find a Jewish lawyer," which was fantastic.
You know what's funny about Melissa Russo, and I don't know her, so I see the last name Russo, and I thought she was Italian. So she came up on me at the Israeli Day Parade because I had said that Mamdani doesn't care if Jewish people die. And I did say that, and I still mean that way, okay? That he wants Jews dead. And she said, well, how can you say that? And I said, have you heard about globalizing the Intifada? That's what they do. They kill Jews. So she came up on me at the Israeli Day Parade, and she expected that she was going to overtake me and I was going to cower. And I destroyed her. But the best part was, I'm like, what are you talking about? She goes, I'm Jewish. I did not know that. Melissa Russo's mother happens to be Jewish, so don't be confused by the Italian last name. She's actually Jewish. Did you know that?
We come in all stripes, shapes, sizes, colors. That's what they don't want you to know, and they don't want the world to know. They call us white colonizers. I mean, more than 50% of Jews are not white. So,
I'm not white.
It's all an inversion of the truth.
Yeah, it is. All right. So, first of all, great job on this. I mean that. And keep fighting. So what's your next move? What do you do next?
Well, we have to wait and see how the mayor responds. This came out, we sent the letter yesterday. I hope there's going to be a response. I don't know if you saw the New York Times, believe it or not, the New York Times reported on it. The comment from the mayor's office, no comment.
No comment.
No comment.
Unbelievable. Well, keep fighting because this is an area where there should be a bunch of Jewish people. Obviously, so many great attorneys and judges, and judiciary system in New York is loaded with amazing Jewish people. So I would say keep fighting, Liz. You're doing amazing work here, and we're behind you. Anything I can do to help you, I certainly will. Keep up the good fight, Liz. Thank you so much.
You got it, Sid. Thanks.
God bless you. Thank you. That's Elizabeth Forspan. And again, she is the president of the Brandeis Association Partner at, Forspan Klear LLP, a New York-based law firm. And pretty amazing that Mamdani rejects Leventhal, and there are still 19 people on this committee. Not one Jewish person, not one. Keep up the fight, Elizabeth Forspan.
Thanks for listening to Sid and Friends in the Morning. You can hear Sid and Friends in the Morning weekday mornings at 6. If you like the podcast, share it with your friends and listen anytime at WABCRadio.com and download the WABC Radio app. Hit that subscribe button on all major podcast platforms. Plus, follow WABC on social on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. See you next time for a new episode so you never have to wonder.
What the heck is going on here?